Why don't you wait until you've done it once, virgin, and then you see that sex isn't such a big fucking deal?
How do you know I haven't had sex?
Look at you! Look at you!
You can open your eyes. Oh my goodness, isn't that so adorable? It looks just like you. Oh, so cute. Oh, I know, it's so amazing.
is my crochet shorts tutorial. I'm so happy I finally finished these. So I'm just going to make this a quick voiceover because I don't have much time, but if you want a written pattern, let me know and I can make one. So for the waistband, I did 8 chains and then added an extra 2 for the first double crochet. And if you wanted a thicker waistband, you could chain more at the start. So I just did double crochets all the way along the chain. When I reached the end, I chained 2 and then turned my work, and I'm just going into the back loops of the previous stitches. So on the last stitch, don't go through the back loop, just go through both loops like normal, just so you have a straighter edge. Yeah, pretty much just repeat this until you have enough to like wrap around your waist or wherever you want it to sit. So when you get to the end, chain 1 and then pull up a long loop, because we're going to use that to weave both the ends together. So yeah, get your yarn needle and then just put them together, and then you're just going to weave through the last stitches. Make sure it's nice and even, and yeah, pretty much just go back and forth until you reach the end. To secure the yarn, I just put my crochet hook in the stitch next to the end of the yarn and then did a chain 1. Then just tighten it, and we'll weave in those ends later. So we've got the waistband done, we're going to start the shorts. So grab your other colour and then just attach the yarn to the stitch where you did the join. So then we're going to do double crochets around the whole thing until you reach back to the other end. It can be a little trickier to find where to put the stitches, but something that I did was just made sure I put at least 2 double crochets per 1 double crochet. So when you reach the end, just slip stitch back into the first gap of the double crochet and then pull through a loop. For the next round, we're going to add the other colour, chain 2, and then work over the ends so it's easier at the end, so we can just cut them off instead of having to weave them in. So this is what mine was looking like after 4 rows. On the 5th row, we're going to increase every 10th stitch. That just means putting 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. So do 4 more rows, and then on the 5th row, do increases every 8th stitch. So after this row, I didn't do any more increases, and I did 9 more rows, so I have a total of 19 rows here. Now we're going to start on the leg holes. So to find the middle of where the leg holes will be, I just folded my work in half and then found the opposite side and then put a stitch marker in there. So attach your yarn to the back of where you usually start your work and then chain 10. So after the 10th chain, we're going to attach the yarn to where the stitch marker is with a slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 2 and then work back along that chain with double crochets. So when you finish doing the double crochets along the chain, just continue on the round like normal and do a slip stitch into the beginning double crochet at the end. Now we're going to do the other leg hole, so attach the yarn where the stitch marker is and then chain 2, and we're going to work back along the other side of the chains that we did before. So again, just go along the other leg hole like normal with double crochets, and then slip stitch into the beginning double crochet at the end. So from here, all I did was just continue alternating colours until I got to the length that I liked. I did 7 rows for each leg hole, and I did no increases as well. So here I am just cutting the ends off. I'm so glad that I decided to weave them in because it made the process so much quicker and easier. So everything's finished, and this is the final result of the shorts. I also added this elastic band that I got from Spotlight into the waistband. I just weaved it in with a yarn needle and it actually turned out so good. So here are the shorts, finally done, and I'm so happy with the result. I hope this video was helpful to anyone who wants to make these.
So what's the verdict?